Hey traders, John Howell here. In this video, I'm going to give you a bit of a charting technique to help you become a much better trader. So let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video today, because trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There are so many areas you need to become good at to become a good trader. Emotional mastery, chart reading, trading systems, money and trade management. So this video is just educational only to help you become a much better trader. Alright traders, so what I want to do in this video here is I want to share a bit of a charting technique with you when trading. The first thing I want to say is whenever you're looking for a trade setup, try to have at least two main screens, one a weekly chart, two a daily chart. But whenever you're trading, I try to have the main chart twice on the screen at one time when I'm trying to trade. And here's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes I'll squeeze the weekly chart up and I'm trying to get a good view of the weekly chart down the bottom here, and I'll trade the daily chart as well too, okay? So that's what I'll do. But sometimes, I'm not sure why, but sometimes when I'm actually looking for an entry signal, there's other levels there that that I'm not seeing, or it's just not very clear. So what I like to do is I like to have a daily chart up the top here. I like to look at the 3-month view. The reason why the 3-month up the top here is because it gives me enough data to see exactly the entry bar, the volume, the flow of the last couple of months, and so on and so forth. Make sense? So it's really to do that. Then if I go to the daily chart over on this bottom chart and I squeeze it right up as much as I can, now I'm getting a bigger picture of that. And especially with this TC2000, you can actually do your cursor, and if I'm doing my cursor up here, you can see how the cursor down the bottom on this chart, it's also down the bottom of the chart as well, and I can see exactly what's happening when it comes to this whole chart itself, and where the support and resistance level are. And this is what's very, very, very important. I trade the daily chart. And the reason and the thing is that you want to be able to see, okay, oh look, down the bottom here you can see that there's a whole bunch of resistance here, especially on this chart down the bottom here. There's a whole bunch of resistance here, and then if I bring this cursor down, you can see, oh look, there's a whole bunch of support there. That's the reason why it's been struggling. And it's like, oh, if it breaks that level there, then you're like, oh look, you can see the market coming down. And you can see down the bottom chart here, I'm actually drawing that down. And you can actually see that through there, you know what I mean? So you can see the same cursor is down the bottom. It's like, oh, look, I can see that there's a bit of support down there. And so automatically I can see, okay, cool. There's a resistance up the top here long term over the last couple of years. You can see that if the market comes down around about this level through here, there's a whole bunch of area of resistance as well too, around about that level there. And then you say, okay, then if it does break that, where's it likely to run to? Well, if you go back down to the support level, then that level there would be the next support level. Make sense? So you're seeing, okay, cool. You can now see the support and resistance levels much clearer by looking at by looking at the top chart and looking at the bottom chart together, squeezed up. And again, try to have nothing on there or very little on there. So the top chart, maybe moving average and volume. The bottom chart, maybe have the moving average as well too, so you can see it overall. And then by having these both daily charts, guys, I find that it's really, really helping me find not only good entry signals, because I'm looking at the smaller time frame, meaning I'm looking at the shorter for the last couple of months to really get a good view of what's actually happening here. But as I'm doing my analysis, look for an entry signal, I'm seeing where the support and resistance are down the bottom here, and I'm combining them together to build a really good case scenario around a trade that I should or shouldn't be entering into. Make sense, guys? Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Remember, success can be yours if you go claim it. So step up, take massive action, and face your fears today.